their mission is not going to be the peak of their spiritual progression.
Relax and have fun with everything, and to put God first, because without putting God first, nothing's going to happen in your lives.
Whether it's putting their plaque in a visible place, something from their mission in a visible place, or having a quote, something that reminds them of their mission every day, so they can have that memory. So it's not just kind of like a dream, you know?
If it's a train track, you've got one track when you're on your mission, and you know that track, and you learn it well, and then when you get home, the track being your duty, your commission, your purpose, then diverges into many.
The advice that I gave myself was, don't be sad, because if you were still supposed to be a missionary, you would still be a missionary.
Don't sleep in. Keep the same schedule, like still get up early, still exercise, still read your scriptures for an hour if you can every day. Just keep that schedule with you and set goals. Like that's probably the thing that I should have done that I didn't do as much, is set short and long-term goals and then break those goals down into how you're going to achieve them. To be accountable to somebody, to be accountable to the Lord, to find, you know, someone that you trust as a mentor and friend that you can talk to on a regular basis and tell them how you're doing on those goals.
Set new goals and to find maybe 5 or 6 other things that I would enjoy learning about and that would help me grow, because as a missionary we set goals every day. I don't think you have to be afraid of being that kind of person still when you get back. Keep who you are, like the goal setting and being spiritual, but also you need to, I think, focus on other aspects of your life as well when you get back.
Make a plan, write it out. Just like as a missionary, you schedule, you plan. Wake up at 8 o'clock. I want to read my scriptures. I want to go on a run every morning, work out. That's how we were for 2 years. You know, you're always planning, you're always scheduling, and to just come home and not do it anymore is pretty overwhelming. And so I'd say stick with that. Take what you learned from the mission and apply it to your life now. It's obviously going to be different. You're not going to plan to go tracting, but you're going to plan certain things that you need to do and to continue to nourish yourself with the Word of God. And I think that's important, to make sure you plan it and do it, just like as a missionary.
Be wise. There's so many more temptations in the world now than there was before your mission, and I feel like you're very protected as a missionary, and you just need to be smart in dating, be smart in making career choices, and put the Lord first.
To remain positive. Not everything's going to be perfect when you get home, not everything just falls into place perfectly, but to know that the Lord has a plan, and also that the people you serve, that they love you and they care for you and they haven't forgotten you. I've been home for 2 years and still keep in contact with everyone, and it's good to know that you made a difference in their lives.
How unfortunate it is that we ask missionaries how they're adjusting to real life when they come home from their missions, because it should be the other way around. We should be adjusting to the returned missionaries' way of life.
Never let a day go by without spending some time in the scriptures, and not let your attitude towards it change. I feel like on our missions we learn what it really means to study the gospel, not just read the scriptures, but study. And it's easy to go back to just reading. And I think the bit of advice I'd have to give to them is don't ever give up the attitude of learning and studying.
We do, as missionaries, we come home and we kind of adjust back into the real world and into reality, but we shouldn't. That's not our standard. We should continue our missionary standard, and we should have the people around us adjust to our way of living. And I think it's hard to do for sure, but if we can surround ourselves with those kind of people, and if we can continue with our habits that we developed on the mission, I think it's doable. Definitely hard, but doable.
That they can keep on rising spiritually, and to not tell themselves, you know, I'll never be as good as I was on my mission. That we're able to grow every day, and we're faced with new challenges this time. And to keep that perspective that you can get better every day and that you can serve the Lord today just as well as you did on your mission.
It's actually part of who they are now. I think that's what I would say.